The air feels charged, doesn't it? Like static electricity before a storm. This particular Friday, positioned as the 318th day of the year, carries a distinct quality. The waning moon in its last quarter phase illuminates what's been concealed, prompting a quiet internal reckoning. You're likely already experiencing this, a subtle unsettling, feeling that the familiar landscape isn't quite as solid as it seems. This isn't a day for grand declarations or impulsive leaps. It's a day for carefully observed details. The planetary influences contribute to this layered atmosphere. Mercury's swift energy urges you to communicate, but tempered by the opposing pull of Uranus, it's a communication prone to sudden shifts in thought and delivery. Think before you speak, choose your words with precision. Playful banter can easily be misinterpreted. The presence of Pluto adds depth. It's as if unseen foundations are being assessed, quietly shifting beneath the surface. It's the kind of pressure that asks, what identity am I clinging to that's no longer useful? That questioning might surface unexpectedly. Perhaps a long-held belief will feel brittle under scrutiny, or a role you play in your social circles will start to feel restrictive. This could manifest as a disagreement, not necessarily a fierce argument, but a moment of stark contrast where a commonly accepted truth is gently challenged. It isn't a request to tear down, rather an invitation to research alternative viewpoints, to appreciate the nuance that often gets lost in broad generalizations. A news article, a chance encounter, a snippet of conversation, something might trigger this intellectual pivot. This isn't about becoming argumentative, but about broadening your understanding. Within your everyday life, pay close attention to the seemingly insignificant moments. That recurring frustration with a coworker, the nagging feeling that something isn't quite right in your home, these aren't random annoyances. They are signals, they are whispers of deeper underlying changes. The interplay of Cancer and Taurus, that potent combination, will be acutely felt. Cancer's need for security and nurturing will clash against Taurus' steadfast, grounded nature. This duo in your life can feel particularly powerful. If you've been attempting to create security, you may feel the structure weakening, pushing you towards uncomfortable yet ultimately necessary adjustments. Don't fight this, be an observer. Concerning the major life events, this isn't necessarily a day for starting those journeys, but it is a day for careful planning. If relocation is on your mind, moving to a new city, a new country, the day's influences call for a meticulous review of your resources, logistics, and crucially, your motivations. Retirement considerations might bring up anxieties about purpose and identity. Acknowledge those feelings, but don't let them paralyze you. The emerging life-changing opportunity could present itself not as a glittering prize, but as a quiet invitation, a subtle shift in responsibility, or a newly revealed skill. Your role today, shaped by the moon's subtle guidance, is that of the seer. You're picking up on undercurrents, glimpsing possible outcomes, not changing them, but understanding their potential. This means you might experience flashes of intuition, moments where the future feels incredibly clear, almost palpable. Don't attempt to force outcomes based on these glimpses, they are simply observations. Allow yourself to feel what arises, to process the information without judgment, and trust that your subconscious is working to guide you towards a deeper understanding. The sensitivity inherent in this seer's role also makes you vulnerable to absorbing the emotions of others. Protect your energy, create space for quiet reflection, and don't be afraid to decline engagements if you need to. You're already possessing the answers, you just need to truly see them. Thank you for listening. If you like what I do, please consider to leave a like or even subscribe.